Hey there, guys, and we are back. Yet again, we are working on solar panels, specifically making a second advanced solar panel. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 more, because I already have one. 5 more advanced alloys. So that's 5 bronze. It's 5 refined iron. I already have 1. And then that's 5 tin. I don't have enough tin. I can just make some more tin. Oh, I already... Oh, okay, well, I already had some stuff going, I guess. There we go. Using up more of our free power. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. 5 of those. And once we get our tin rolling, then 5 of those. And 5, technically. Alright, so basically we're just rolling on what we've made before, because we made this before. We made this at the very end of last episode. Already made the solar panel, which is one of the hardest parts. We need 2 of these actually. But for the most part, things like the irradiant glass panes, are not too bad. The hardest part, I'd say, is probably getting the UU matter, but thankfully we had some from before. And sorry if I just said UU very weirdly. I'm not sure if I did or not. Okay. So craft us up 5 of these guys. And plate bend. Oh, last one. And then quickly run over here, grab 2 of these guys. Don't need that. Need one of these, I know for sure. And then this is a mob drop. And then I don't need these machine casings or this reinforced glass right now. Gonna need 2 of these. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And redstone is the deciding factor. Okay, so we're back off for another search for redstone. We went to the extreme hills last time. Let's go to the apple biome, not too far from here, and try going this way. Oh. Cool ravine and a cave. Thanks for that. This will definitely make it easier. We're already at gold level. Oh, and that's a creeper. We're at apparently creeper level. There's some Glina, there's some Peridot, there's another creeper, because we are at creeper level. Oh, I crit him. I shouldn't say I crit him. I critted him. Criticaled. I didn't critical him, I criticaled him. But nonetheless, he's down. I heard another zombie, I think, over there. That's a skelly. There's some redstone next to him, too. Thanks for the redstone, guy. Even some lapis, thanks. Very considerate. I love how much lapis gives. Okay. We'll just dig around at this level. Oh. Oh, I didn't. Fortunate. Dang. Hey there, guy. I saw you on my little mini map there after I heard you. I heard you first, but that's beside the point. Okay, so we're good on that. I might as well grab this Ferris. I'll go ahead and create a new waypoint. Mine for redstone. Here. If I could spell correctly. There we go. Don't make it visible in the other, and then just go home. I like my waypoints if you couldn't tell already. So we should have everything we need. 1 2 1 2 1, not there. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and 2 circuits makes 2 advanced circuits. Next we need, oh, we need more carbon plates. I forgot all about those. What can I put away? Mob drops for sure. Alright, so we have a little bit of space to deal with the coal we need. So I think this is enough to make the 2 remaining plates we so desperately desire. In fact, I think even finishing half of that will give us what we need. I think it's a half a stack for 4. Let me think. So it requires 4 to make 1 piece, and it takes 2 of those, so it's 8. Yeah, 8 for 1, and I only need 2 because I already have the 2 in here. So I'll take 8 of that and 8 of that and put it back. Can I put this back in here? No, I'm just stuck with that in my inventory now. Very close to being done with this second solar panel. By the way, I forgot to mention, during the break there, I managed to watch Free to Play, and it's actually a really, really well made and interesting documentary sort of thing. It's not literal documentary as in like, oh, and there the lions prancing through the field after the wild boar. I don't know, they don't really hunt boar. Boar don't live in wild plains. But you get the point. The wild gazelle. But yeah, it was of 3 or 4. I couldn't really tell. I think it was just 3. Different teams who competed in the Dota tournament in Cologne, and like their own stories in it. 1 2, and what goes in the outside? Redstone, I think. Yeah, that's how you make it. Irradiant reinforced plate. I'll go ahead and lay everything out before I get the solar panel up there. These go on the side, these go down here, and now grab solar panel, which isn't really running at the moment. Okay. Bam. Advanced solar panel number 2. Yeah, that's charging it up at 1 EU per tick right now, as you see, because it's night, but I'll show you what it looks like in terms of power output in the morning. Also happy to say I still haven't dropped a single frame since the reset. Alright, now let's look at this. Yeah, that looks like a much more likable output there. Whew. Wait, what is that? Oh, the medium voltage just looks similar to the high voltage. I was like, wait, did they make an even higher tier than high voltage? If so, that would be very easily abused. Like having several hundred EU being produced by one block just by making a bunch of its smaller blocks. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty powerful. HV Solar Hat. Oh yeah, that's part of compact solars too. These. Oh, cool! You can make advanced solar helmets, and then you have your hybrid and your ultimate hybrid. Ultimate hybrid isn't actually that much. Just requires, well, besides the quantum suit, the HV transformer is pretty easy to make. See, it's fairly cheap. This and this are the real sticklers, because quantum suit requires iridium and a nanosuit helmet and a Lapitron crystal. The nanosuit isn't actually that bad, but making that is pretty bad. And then this. Oh, no, I didn't mean to click on that. I was looking at this. This guy, he requires an advanced solar panel, a lapis block, some coal chunks, so essentially 3 diamonds there. That's not too bad. You would be right in saying that that's pretty easy to make 512 EU per tick. That is extremely easy. That's 3 stacks of coal, 9 lapis, but here's where it comes into play with all the UU you need to make. You need 2 of these things, 2 enriched cenarium alloy. You need a cenarium alloy. You need 16 iridium plates. You need UU for days. Like, you need 5 of these per piece for each cenarium alloy. That's where the real cost comes in. I suppose the next thing we want to work on is a quarry. That way we don't have to keep going down for redstone and stuff. So that's going to take some steel gears, pretty easy. Gold gears, even easier. Diamond gears, okay. And an advanced circuit I can just craft up because I have a couple extra. This is going to be the hard part, titanium. No, I meant to look at the drill. The mining drill is pretty easy. Battery, circuit, steel plates. So I'll go ahead and start with that. So, I'm going to need some copper cable. So I'll grab, no, I'll only grab this 9. I don't need platinum, I need titanium, which I believe you can only get from bauxite. So go ahead and get some of that grinding up in the, hold on, I want to see, titanium. It'd probably be easier to search it up this way. I need to get tiny piles first, which for some reason it doesn't show up here. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't show up there, but it's electrolyzed bauxite ore. You need 8 cells for 2 of those. You get some hydrogen, which is pretty cool. It makes 15,000 EU. 5 of those make 75,000 EU, which is not nearly as much as you use, but it's a good portion. So yeah, I thought you may be able to, well, for the bauxite test, I thought you might be able to put it in. Oh, you get aluminum out of it if so. But I'm not really interested in getting much aluminum from that. It is extra, so let me see, what was it again? 12, it seems like that's a standard, is 12,800. I guess I'll go ahead and just grind this in the regular thing, it'll cost much less. I'll just grind some of it for now because it produces, in fact, I'll take only 16 because that stuff makes a lot of dust. 4 dust apiece. That's a stack of dust I just put in there, essentially. I'm making a stack of it. Oh, no. I want to cook you up. Nothing kinky about cooking up tin. However, it would be kind of kinky if you were to cook up, like, metaphorically, cook up someone. Not literally, that would be very disgusting. Now, the problem with this is the electrolyzation of bauxite dust happens to require about half an MFE for one set, that is, and 8 cells apiece. I have 6 in that chest over there, and I have 2 up here in that. Nope, in that. There we go. So that should be enough for one electrolyzation. One electrolytic cycle. There. Go ahead and prepare it. It's got 2 in there. No! Dang. I'll just craft up some more with the newfound tin I have. Might as well just do it this way. 3 of these. And I need 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just do that while I wait for my bauxite dust to get ready anyway. You know what, I'm going to run these through the plate bender and craft it up that way. There we go. There we go, 16. Grab that stuff out of there. Go ahead and pop in the lithium and sodium. So this is sodium, this is lithium. Put the silicon. In fact, I think we have enough energy in here, don't we? Yeah, we do. Make a second one of these, possibly make a third advanced solar panel, in which case I would put it, I don't know that I'd put it next to the grinder. I think for right now it'd be better suited right down here. Like on this block face, cut out that block, because there's nothing above it. Besides, this needs a lot of power anyway. So I guess it's time for the first electrolytic conversion. Take the rest out because I don't want it to dry up my battery here. Oh, this is another one of those machines you probably want to have hooked up directly to an MFE, but I don't. So it may at some point run into a problem where it says it doesn't have enough EU, in which case I'll have to move it over like right there and switch this to face that way. But for right now it doesn't seem to be doing that. As you can see, such a big power draw, 256,000 EU over the span of like a minute. Oh, there's a kitty cat wanting to come over here. Hey, how are you? You being sweet. I think you are. I think you are. You're also being very pitiful. Aw, be sweet. Sweetie cat. You're just going to sit in that box there? Really? This cat likes this little box. It's supposed to be like a little ottoman slash storage cube, and I usually kick my feet up on it, but I opened up the lid for her to take a peek inside, and she was very curious. No, she's not so curious. And bam, bam, bam. Any second now. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to need, ordinarily, let's say I didn't know about the plate bender, and I were to try to make a quarry, or maybe I knew about it but I didn't make it yet. This would take, instead of four times going through to get 2 titanium that I need. You know how long it would take me? It would take me 8 times through. That is a lot of wasted time there. And a lot of wasted energy too. I want to say, I can go ahead and store that. I want to say I have enough steel tank parts already to make a second, or a third tank rather, for this hydrogen I get from the electrolysis. But I could be wrong in that. I can make a bit more, but I have everything else in excess. Just need to craft up a few steel plates into these. So I don't need those. And don't need rubber necessarily. Not right now. I will in a minute maybe. Cook this up. By the way, steel tank wall looks very similar to steel block. Just thought I'd point that out, because I very nearly tried to cook up steel tank block. Oh, that's it. Oh, well, I put it in a macerator. That may be why. I was about to say, that seems very oh, you're kidding. I have to throw it back through here? Now, let's see. Is steel dust through here to get a steel ingot? Oh, that's only for the blast furnace. That's the wrong kind of steel. I want the sort of dull steel. Here we go, steel. That's smelting rather. That recipe, or yeah, I guess recipe. I can run that through the blast furnace. I can run it through the alloy smelter. Oh, I can run other things through the alloy smelter. Yeah. Oh. Oh. So those cost 64,000 a piece, but these only cost 12,800 a piece. By the way, that's kind of coal intensive. I would rather not do that even for the less amount of EU that it takes. I'll just cook that up. Ooh, not all of it. I'll do that for now. Sleep and put something away because I have too many things in my inventory. Okay. I think that's good for inventory. I can afford to put in 3 more at this very moment, and only technically need 2. People trying to use my phone. Let's see. Mail. Or email, that is. And I'm going to need another 5 steel plates anyway for the drill. I thought I was starting to make that, and then I was like, oh wait, I should probably get working on the titanium since it's so difficult. Okay. Bam, bam, literally bam. Okay. I'm gonna need some more steel. Yep, sure enough. If I cook up the rest of this steel, I'll have enough, I think. It's enough for one. I think I'll throw through the others with single pieces of coal coke as opposed to blocks. So don't use an entire block on one set of smelts. I can afford to throw through another piece. Not potatoes. I don't want like burnt potatoes in my inventory. That'd be bad. And nearly drains it, but I got another steel ingot out of that. For future reference, don't dare put your steel blocks in a macerator, because if you've got it in steel block form, you're generally good. Okay, got one of the ingots. And the last plate I should need. And 8 more of these guys. It should be enough. Oh, but it's just going to be less. It's going to be two more that I need. Although I am replacing one on the bottom, so technically it's only 3 that I need. I might as well put in the gauges. There now, all it needs is a bit of frame. Okay, now I can throw through another ordinary block of steel, and this time cook it instead of deciding to do the stupid thing, which is to instead throw it through the macerator. Throwing anything in the macerator except ore is probably a bad idea. Unless you need it, like for example, you need to separate the whatever it is into dust. Like if you're crafting something out of electrum and you don't have an alloy smelter or a smeltery or anything like that, it would be kind of handy to have the dust, so that you could just craft up some electrum blend and then cook that. But other than that, I don't see much use. Oh, that's kind of cool. It says it's gaseous, but it doesn't really appear to be gaseous. But if it like floated up, I would love that stuff. Even though it's not as cool as energetic glowstone, I want to say. Glowstone, energized, not energetic. Close enough. Okay. Now that I've got the hydrogen going somewhere, I can start to devise a plan as to how many times I can run this. I'm gonna need to fill this up. Run it 2 more times. So after this time, I should just need to turn the compressed air cells into ordinary cells and then make 8 more. So I'll start those other 8. There we go. Take 4 actually and do it the other way. I don't know why that happened. Oh, it's because the huge draw on the line isn't. Yeah, see. That's the glitch I was talking about. Insufficient energy line. We're going to need to run the MFE directly into it. So I think we would want to pick up the MFE with the lowest energy, which would happen to be this one, correct? This one doesn't have much. That one has more though. Not as much as this. Not This one has not. This one doesn't have as much. There we go. Finally got the words. Don't need those anymore. Now what I can just do is plop this guy like so. I want to be as far down as possible, and then just run energy into that guy. About 250 there, because it already drew quite a significant amount. There, yeah, it's definitely got enough. Even though it says it has an insufficient energy line right now, you'll notice that it's not just like resetting the arrows consistently, it's actually running through. So it's just lying to you. However, it's not lying when it says insufficient energy line and it just keeps like resetting. It's like doot 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 doot. That's when you need to hook up this guy. In fact, it's probably a good idea to just have this guy, like one of these machines up here, on his own with an independent MFE, so that whenever the MFE outputs 128 EU per tick and something else draws upon part of that, it doesn't necessarily just like make the machine go kaput. Although this insufficient energy line message will stick around until I were to destroy the block here. At least I think. It may just be until the end of this craft. Oh, and speaking of... Actually, this is kind of just going back to what I said earlier, but it's not really speaking of anything. When I was talking about... oh wow. How to gain that much power? Did it just like not use like very much at all? Oh, I bet it took power from both. I see. Wait. Oh, it's building up power. I saw numbers changing and I thought they might have been going down. That movie, Free to Play, or the documentary that I was talking about, like wild gazelles being hunted by lions. It's of Dota 2, which I don't really like MOBAs, but I can see kind of why people like them. They're interesting. The thing to me is, why would you want to restart every time? Technically, you're not restarting, but like you never have anything change really. It's just a different set of opponents. And so I gotta sort of peek into these people's lives, these professional gamers whose lives are devoted to this game, and that's not exactly like me with Minecraft, but like most of my time goes into Minecraft. Obviously, it's not an esport, but people like playing Minecraft. I like playing Minecraft. I'm a person. They like playing MOBAs like Dota 2, and they get paid quite a handsome amount. Like I think they said it was the prize for the international hosted in Cologne, Germany, was $1.6 million. How would you, and the grand prize for the first place was $1 million. How would you like to win $1 million, or technically 200,000, and each of the other 4 teammates of yours win 200,000? To me, that sounds like a pretty good deal. I don't know about you. And before I take this off, like this, whatchamacallit here, the MFE, I'm probably going to route his energy, like I'm going to rotate him with the wrench, and I'm going to run a cable of some type. It'll have to be high voltage, so it'll probably be gold cable, but I'll run it along here to this guy, and he'll, actually I might just point him over here so that he's pointing towards my face right now, and run it over to here and down. That way he he gets all the energy directly to the other MFE. Okay, yeah, and by the way, the insufficient energy line message disappeared just now, I noticed. I'm looking for something. What was it? It had to do... Oh, gold cable. Seeing if I had any extra. I have 2. So I guess craft some more. I think I put my rubber in here. So run this guy through the wire mill. This should get me 6, making a total of 8. Go ahead and put in, once this guy's done crafting the rest of the hydrogen cells into that tank up there. This guy's out of power technically. Come on, there we go. Oh, I have finally achieved enough titanium, or, yeah, titanium is the one I wanted. I was about to say, wait, did I need platinum? And I was like, no, good, I only need platinum. I only need titanium. And I finally gotten enough so that I can make my quarry. Okay, nothing exploded, good. It's a good thing when nothing explodes. And go ahead and deposit our helium, or not helium, hydrogen. $20 buckets of helium just sitting around in there. That's 20 cubic meters of hydrogen. That is a lot of hydrogen, if you think about it. I'll just let him run out before I put him back up there with the solar panel. Until then, I should have a couple pieces of steel in my inventory, maybe? I thought I had the rest of the steel from that steel block, and I didn't macerate it. Did I just put it down? Oh yeah, sure enough, put the steel plates there. So I have some electronic circuits. Now I need a battery. I have some tin on me. I don't have redstone. I have it in my bag. There we go. Grab this smaller stack. Need 10 plates. I might as well go ahead and combine these. It's going to take quite a bit of power upstairs for me to make it into titanium ingots, but not much to turn into titanium plates. For example, I'll show you. I think it's 256,000 a piece as well for ingots. No, it's only 128,000, but that's still 128,000 at 128 EU per tick. To make two ingots, it's going to take about half that MFE up there. No, well, once I transfer it back up there, it'll be up there. 4 tin plates, 1 copper cable, some redstone. That's a battery, that's a circuit, and this is a mining drill. That is not a mining drill. This is a mining drill. This is a mining drill. So is it done? I think it is. Yes, it's done. There we go. And just chop down these. They break very easily. Put them away for right now. Don't need them. Likewise, I don't need that. There we go. Gathering energy, and that already has its internal buffer. I'll let that gather energy for a little while, because it's going to take a while to build up half an MFE. In fact, I might as well put this up here to continue gathering energy at 64 EU per tick. As you can see, once we add a second one of these, like once we have our third solar panel, advanced solar panel that is, with the second being down here, it'll be quite fast for recharging. Like, just look how fast that goes. And think about how fast the energy drains. That's pretty fast. Generating 64 E per tick. No, hold on. Okay, I was right when I said 8 earlier. I initially looked at this max output. It does generate 8 EU per tick. And I believe the hybrid is 64 and then 512 for the ultimate hybrid. It could be 128 for the hybrid for all I know, but it does only generate 8 EU per tick. So this is 16 EU per tick. Weird, it seemed like it was running a lot faster a second ago. Oh, I know why. This guy had a lot of built up energy and he was outputting his 32 EU per tick. But now it's running at 16 EU per tick instead of 40. How much do we need? Okay. Yeah, I think it's at this point it's still going to be faster for this guy to do it. Okay, about half the MFE. And in goes these. I can also get my cells back, because literally compressed air is good for nothing, as far as I know. Yeah, I don't know of anything that you can use compressed air for. Also, I just noticed, since Optifine adds its own connected textures, I guess this ordinary glass has connected textures. Didn't notice that. Titanium 1. And in about 30 seconds I'll have titanium 2, which for the quarry will mean that we have most of our diamond drill. It's just 3 industrial diamonds. This is another one that requires industrial diamonds. So now that I think about that, I think it's time to go ahead and start getting our coal macerated and find a lot of what's it called? That good stuff that makes you able to make industrial diamonds. Thinking of it, flint. That's the stuff. Need to go find flint. Probably have some. I have a bit of gravel. I need more. Pretty confident that I have some. Yeah, right here. In fact, got some. Got 6 flint and about a stack of gravel to repeatedly throw around. So that's 11 flint. I need 3 industrial diamonds. That's going to be 24 flint. So I'm a little under halfway. There we go. Recharged. $18. I need 2 more. It's probably best represented in about that much. Nope, I need 1 more. Yeah, I only saw the 1 and in fact was confirmed. Alright, so we got all the flint we need. Now it's just a matter of waiting. And also, while I think about this, first of all, put that back. And put this back once I can do so. There we go. Oh, lag. Quit getting near my bed, you spooky, scary skeletons. By the way, the reason I'm doing this versus dwarfs versus zombies is because, unfortunately, there's no one willing to play right now. Go ahead and start crafting these up. Also need 3 obsidian. 1, 2, 3. Good stuff. Our beautiful rubber farm, of which we will not need to visit for quite a while. Might as well grab this out and insulate as much as I can. No longer need bauxite. Not right now. Might as well go ahead and set out what I can of it. Only been 50 minutes so far. I'm actually kind of surprised. But one thing we will need to do with this is make an energy bridge and make some sort of sorter to make sure that all the bad stuff goes where it needs to go. All the undesirable stuff. Like cobble, for example. I don't want a lot of cobble. One more and I got 1 industrial diamond. Well, I got 1 coal chunk, but then I got an industrial diamond. Oh gosh. It's only 8, but I feel a little too tired. Oh, and I noticed also music. Okay. One more pop. Oh wait, no, I think I have exactly enough. No. Yes, I do. I have a little more than enough, in fact. And got enough for a cool chunk. There we go. Yeah, I think after this stream I'll go to bed. Even though it is technically the weekend. Speaking of which, on Saturday you should expect quite a number of videos. Unless something comes up, of course. How much energy have we built up? Not too much there. How much here? Wow, we've got quite a bit of energy there. Yeah, I'm yawning a lot. It's definitely going to be the last episode for today. Also, you can use a liquid transposer and mercury cells if you want to do mercury grinding to get like the more efficient grinds. Although mercury's kind of hard to come by, isn't it? Mercury. How do you make mercury? Can do redstone for mercury. That's probably going to be the easiest way. Yeah, cinnabar is not too common, but you do get a mercury cell for every 2. I know about quicksilver. It's from Thaumcraft. Yeah, so I guess redstone and cinnabar are pretty much the only ways, unless you find a bunch and or grow a bunch of gosh, what are they called? Silverwood trees. First industrial diamond. Dang, almost half an MFE. I love the view from the mountains. Makes things seem so small. Especially when you have 90 field of view, 90 degrees that is. You take in a full block in its full glory. remember the FOV slider Quick Pro used to like scrunch up your screen to like no end. You'd like not, like I keep saying, like you wouldn't be able to see anything pretty much, especially if you took a speed potion. However, the slowness would have the opposite effect. It would make it a little easier to see. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Which means that I can now assemble, technically, the next part of my mining drill. Diamond drill, technically. Down to the last little bit. Four more, that's enough to make a second industrial diamond. The third is on its way. Eventually we'll be able to just request things and have them craft up. Don't need to worry necessarily about energy, don't really need to worry about, what's it called? Don't really need to worry about the materials I need, because I'll either have them quarried or have them quarrying. Like I'll have them being dug up, that is. This should be done. Yep. Oh, in fact, I had one more than I needed. There we go. Coal chunk. I like that word, coal chunk. It sounds like ka-chunk or kerplunk. Ka-chunk makes me think of, like, you think of a typical rocket launcher making a ka-thunk as it launches a rocket, or like most notably a mortar makes that sound whenever you drop it down the tube. Why did I put coal dust in there? Did I put coal dust in there, or was that just in there for no explainable reason? It was just sort of in the ingredient slot because it chose to. Just remembered a place that would be very good to go to for redstone in particular, and that would happen to be the Twilight Forest, one of the large barrow hills. Just run through, light up as much as possible, like just spray the little lights as far as possible and as plentiful as I can, and just go in and take all of the redstone. I'd be rich for days. Oop, need energy. Produce energy. Little solar panel over there. Oh, there it goes. Just switched over to ordinary power. Speaking of which, how well is that keeping up? Not very well, but it's better than nothing, as one might guess. Half of another diamond. Gonna need some steel ingots around. Probably, I would guess, just iron ingots. That's just a stone gear. Huh. Okay, so pretty simple. It'll require a bit of wood, but I can manifest some. That's the last pull from there, and this is already done. So fill that in, fill that in, and complete. And as soon as I make that coal chunk and compress it, the drill will be done. All that's left is the quarry, the energy bridge, and a diamond chest. Also probably a diamond pipe. And also a trash can, if we have those here. Yes, we do. And they're pretty simple. I remember some stone, maybe some iron. No, just some stone, chest, and some cobble. Pretty easy. And what a trash can does, as you might guess, is it just sort of throws away atoms. It literally deletes them. So, for example, if I don't want dirt and I don't want cobble, just throw them both into the trash can. They'll just die. Not literally, like they'll just be deleted from the world. And you can pipe into them, so they're pretty easy to use. Okay. Don't I need like advanced circuits for these? One advanced circuit. Two. In fact, I need enough for the two others I need for the quarry. Maybe it's just one. No, it's just one. That need this. That and that. So I believe it's like that with that and these and titanium, and we're done with the diamond drill. Probably the most expensive part of this. In fact, I know for a fact it is the most expensive part of this, because all that energy. Some diamonds, which I have in this chest. Need 8 of them. And do I have to use iron gears on these? Or is there another way? There's only iron gears, it appears. So I need a lot of cobble. And I need a lot of wood. First of all, I know I need enough for a chest for that trash can, and I know I need enough for 1 gear, 2 gear, 3 gear, 4 gear. Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, these require gold gears. Yeah, it's the only possible way. So that I'm going to go ahead and assemble my chest. So that's enough for 4, 5. I need that to make sticks. To make 5 gears. I think I need even more because of those steel gears. That's 3 more. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. To become steel, so I'll set those aside. 3 need to become gold, which need to be iron first. And then I need a lot of gold. And I think I have quite a bit. Not a whole lot, it seems, but I think enough. I'll have more eventually. Okay. supposed to do 2 of these. There we go. I already got my circuit, so 2 diamond gears, 3 gold. Oh, I'm stupid. I only need 2 gold. And I haven't made my steel ones either. Which will require 2 blocks of steel incidentally. Because it requires 12 steel. And is it just ingots? I need to take all this out. I think it is just ingots. Yep. 3 of those. Bam. 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 Unnecessary gold gear. And diamond drill gives me a quarry. Oh, ho, ho. Okay, so next is energy bridge. There it is. Energy bridge. So I need some more of that gold, some glass, redstone, and a diamond. Redstone, I believe, was like that, wasn't it? Yeah. And then I need iron. That's gold in the corners, actually. And a diamond in the middle, and some glass. 2 pieces. 1 diamond gives me an energy bridge. So what I need then is consumer. I believe are the ones, yeah, that actually have the recipe. So it's gold, and I believe all these require gold as part of their thing. So this is IC2 MV consumer. I only need an LV consumer, actually. Unless I want to run it from a quarry. Sorry, an MFE. Let's think about that. I think I'm just going to set aside the one that I currently have upstairs, the 1 solar panel, to run the quarry at a slow pace, so it'll be an IC2 LV. So I need an LV transformer. So there's a bit of copper I already have, and a bit of wood I already have. And a couple copper wire I already have. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe it's this one. Could be wrong. This could be bat box. That's an LV transformer, good. And gold in the corners. And I believe you need a what's it called engine? The mid-tier one. That's the one that's with stone and such for universal electricity BC. Yeah, you need a Stirling engine or a magmatic engine. It's a magmatic in-bar. Nope. Want the Stirling. It's pretty easy. So I'm going to need 2 gears. Okay, 2 stone gears. Need a piston. So that's 3 more wood. Thankfully I have everything else I need. Iron, redstone, and cobble. Gives me a piston. I need a piece of glass, but other than that, stone gears. And I believe there's these. Wrong place. That's the right place. Oh, I grabbed 2 for whatever reason. And then gold on the corners of that makes that. I need a BC producer though. So you just put it in the crafting grid and it gives you the producer. And I'll set this up upstairs just so it's not cluttering. This is an IC2 LV consumer. I'll hook it up by a wire so I can toggle it on and off, not side by side. And these take a second to break. There we go. it's raining and it's night. Bad combination. In fact, I think it's the 1 EU while it's raining, isn't it? No, it's 8 EU because I made it stop, that's right. So I'll just stick a copper cable actually works, because it's only at most outputting 32. So as you can see, it's just sort of outputting energy as it has it. And for right now, I'll just fill this up so that it doesn't want to output energy into that, and it'll instead put it into the total charge of that. Oh, but I need a tesseract, don't I, for that? So instead I'll just remove this guy here, suck up a bit of the energy. There we go. Remove this guy, because he'll have to go wherever the quarry goes. But won't I need a tesseract? Now I can just bring a chest with me and bring it along every time, because tesseracts tend to make the game die. No joke. Like that's usually how my worlds end is. It's like some sort of error to do with the tesseract. Keep forgetting how to word. And I need 3 stone, which I probably don't have over here, do I? Doesn't appear I do. I do, however, have it over here. There we go. There we go, 3 of those. And up to home again. Make a trash can. Diamond pipe. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is just 2 diamonds and a piece of glass. Yep. And I'm going to need 2 diamonds for a diamond chest. I'm going to need some more gold for it as well. Almost got enough gold. I feel a sneeze coming on, but until I've confirmed it, I won't move the mic away. It seems to have passed. Molten diamond. Interesting. Alright, so I need another chest. Thankfully I have enough wood for it. So chest. Iron chest, gold chest, and I need more glass, but once I do, I'll have a diamond chest. There we go. Diamond chest to bring along with for transportation of items. And we'll go ahead and set one up over here. It's not too far away. Oh, I need landmarks. Actually, I'll run a small quarry since I'm only running on very low power. So I'll just set out a default quarry. Perfect. I'll go ahead and add on my diamond pipe, which I forgot to craft. Also, any minute now it'll be potty break time. Okay, thankfully you get 8 of these pipes. Have one be a chest, have the other be a trash can. And I will dictate red will be all my junk stuff like in my digger backpack, but for right now I'll set up energy flow. So BC producer, energy thing, put this here so it's all compact. Just produces 32 EU packets, and it sends out packets of 52 MJ per tick, which is fairly slow. But better than, you know, some other things. And I need to now go up and, oh wait, yeah, I'll go ahead and gather the things I don't want. Like cobble. And stuff in my digger backpack. Like that and that. Everything else I think I want. So that would go where? Red. So a quick tutorial. Basically the consumer consumes energy from whatever energy source you have, in this case the solar panel. It goes through the energy bridge and it goes to the producer of whatever energy type. In this case it's producing Buildcraft power, which is Minecraft joules. It's what we use to power the whatchamacallit, that thing up there, the rolling machine. And so this quarry runs on power and it automatically digs for you, as you can see here. It just sort of goes layer by layer, piece by piece, and it digs out the entire, that entire area down to bedrock. And these diamond pipes automatically take those items. You can't see them because that's a glitch with this version, but they're traveling through here and they're deciding, am I going to go this way or this way? And in this case I want red, sorry. This is putting a ghost item in these slots. It's not actually taking up any items, but it's putting them in the trash can or in the chest. And in this case, I don't want sand to go in here either. Forgot about sand. But I want clay. Clay's good. And so, anything that's going towards the red side must be either dirt, cobblestone, gravel, or sand. Otherwise, it goes to the blue. It doesn't go to the black, because it can't go back from whence it came. I told sand to go here. What does it show me picking up? Make sure nothing can go down just in case. Because it seems like I'm picking up stuff. Or else it's just like ghost items flickering through. But needless to say, with the amount of power we provide this thing, it's not going to run very quickly, which is why I set it up to be ordinary size. If I decided to make it max size, which is 64 by 64, then it would be right now still running on like the first little sliver, like the first 64 block long line of land to dig out. But thankfully I decided to go with a more reasonable option of running a few small quarries. And so I suppose what we need next is to make another solar panel to help run this thing off of. That would probably be the best idea. I got the 2 silicon plates in here. So I'll go ahead and make everything else I need, which I think is just 2 electronic circuits. No, wrong thing. Ordinary solar panel, that'll be in a second over here. So it's just, what, 2 circuits, carbon plate, and a pane. So we should, yeah, we have the 2 circuits. We can quickly craft up the required, whatchamacallit, carbon plate with just 8 of these guys, 8 coal. Go ahead and start this as smelting. And then, what else do I need? I need refined iron to make the machine blocks, so I need 5. And yeah, it's already it's down to generating 1 EU per tick, which over there doesn't equate to very much EU. Ooh, and in the past, you would need to chunk load quarries. For those of you who don't know what chunk loading is, if you'll look at my X coordinate towards the middle of the lines there, it'll say X negative 2161 blah 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 //C. That it stands for chunk. I'm in the 136th chunk on the negative x-axis, and if you look at Z, it's 2 lines below that. It's 4986 blah blah blah, and its C is 311. So my chunk coordinates are negative 136 and 311. And if you notice, there's numbers in parentheses next to that chunk number, and that's the number at which you are moving inside of that chunk. So for example, if I turn on chunk lines and turn on chunk grids, you'll notice when I'm standing on this block, both of those parentheses values next to the C are 15. That means I'm at the 15th block on the x-axis and the 15th block on the y-axis of this very chunk. This red line indicates a corner of a chunk, and these grids just represent the sides of the chunk. So if I were to move to the right one here, it would decrease my x value of the C by 1. Keep going, and it keeps going down until, if I were to go through the wall, until it reaches 0. So that's how chunks work, just basics. Chunks are 16 by 16 block areas, and they make up like the basis of how an area is loaded. For example, if I were to go over here, it's not currently loading chunks way over there, but you'll see like huge blocks of land will spawn in. Those are individual chunks loading in the distance. They don't have a very high priority to load in because they're so far away. But say I were to leave an area where that chunk was unloaded, so that was not in view, and therefore it wouldn't operate at all. But it says buildcraft, the quarry at, and that's the coordinates x, y, and z of that quarry over there, will keep 3 chunks loaded. That means that I don't have to place down a chunk loader to make sure that it doesn't just stop working whenever I go too far away. Very handy. I especially love how they integrated it, because in the past you'd need to set up a bunch of chunk loader blocks, or alternatively there's now that we have technology, a chunk loader here that you can program to have a certain number of chunks around it loaded. But the fact that it's already chunk loaded makes it much easier, because you don't have to make one of those and set it up every time. It's just automatic. Okay, so I think I'm done with the coal in this. Come on, there we go. And I threw it. Alright. And then, other than that, I just need some glass panes. So, glass pane. I forgot to grab the silicon. Should be in here. Yep, 2 silicon plates. Makes me a solar panel. And I have in here, first of all, gold. And second of all, I have the rest of the refined iron I need in order to make the machine block. I also need 8 for the next step, which involves making a refined iron around an iridium ingot to make an iron iridium plate. Or maybe it's iridium iron, I can't remember. Iron iridium, one or the other. And then assembly machine time. Craft me up a solar panel, which I will change into a better solar panel. Also, what does the hybrid take? Because we've already seen the ultimate hybrid. Oh yeah, this is the one that requires 2 iridium plates. Okay, got our solar panel. So now what we need is 6 of these guys. Don't need steel. Although I think steel accounts for 2 plates a pop if used in conjunction with tin plates. I'll test it. 3. 1, 2, 3. If not, I'll just make some more refined iron and use that. But I think this should make it 2 of these. Yeah, mixed metal ingots. And then I should just need to plate bend them. And then I need 4 more of the these things, 4 more carbon plates. I'm a little too tired to try to think right now. Sorry about that. Okay. Get the... oh wait, I need to leave that for the iridium. Speaking of, I need to go ahead and craft it up. I can, at this point, take 4 and 1 nugget. In fact, I could have done that last time, but I overlooked it. I don't need to grind an iridium nugget. That doesn't give me anything. And the last one. There we go. More platinum, nickel, and iridium. The latter being the one I want. The others aren't as important to me right now, but definitely important. Iridium, surrounded by refined iron. Gives me an iron iridium plate. And then all I need from there is to craft the carbon plates to go around that, which will be very shortly made. Other than that, I have the last 2 UU matter to make the last scenarium part. After that, I'll have to make it on my own, which is a pain. Trust me. So, scenarium part. Like, let me show you. In Advanced Solar Panel recipe for UU, you need a mass fabricator, or in this case, it's a matter fabricator in this mod, or in this mod pack. I think they disabled the mass fabricator, and I think the matter fabricator only runs if it has an amplifier of some sort. So my best bet's probably going to be glowstone. Maybe plutonium dust, but it would be a little expensive. Ooh, scrap provides 5,000, not too bad. And that's equivalent because a scrap box is 9 scrap. Platinum dust isn't too bad. For cesium, it's kind of a bad thing because, you know, you might need that later. Sapphire dust, don't really want to do that. Same with your uranium dust. Can get that pretty easily, or at least a little of it pretty easily. Tungsten, not too much actually, because you can find it in the end quite frequently. Diamond dust is a good amount. Ender eye dust. Redstone is very little, so is ender pearl dust. Now I have a question before, after I look at these last few. Okay. Now is this the one you can cook into from 8? No, this is the one from B's. Okay. And also I just realized I still had that up. And 4 of these. Compress. Need a diamond, 2 lapis, and 4 redstone. 2 lapis. I have redstone in my backpack. No, I didn't want to put it in there, I wanted to put up there. And diamond is over here. Very close to having a reinforced iron iridium plate to turn into an what is it? Like I think it's like an irradiant one or something. Okay. Why did I pick up only half? I didn't mean to do that, but I did. Reinforced. Diamond on bottom, sunarium on top, lapis on the sides, and redstone in the corners. Yeah, it is an irradiant one. Oh, and this one is going to require actually two more things, whatever they're called. I have steel up here. And I have tin on me. There we go. And craft. That's the wrong place. No, that's the right place for that. And then steel on top. 2 mixed metal ingots. Plate bend. And then I have enough because I forgot I need to create some more irradiant stuff, which requires more uranium dust. And I already have 1 irradiant here. 4 per. And I believe you need to compress the dust. Okay. Dose of those, 2 of those, all that good stuff. Oh, and I forgot the 1 extra. I'll go ahead and put this with the other one. Make 6 irradiant panes. Bam, bam, bam. Wait. Oh, plate bender, that's right. I was thinking compressor. And then I need, oh yeah, I need 2 advanced circuits. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Now it's craftable. There we go. Go ahead and sleep and set it out in the morning. That's kind of funny. The creeper with the creeper statue thing on its head. And I can just set this guy next to this. And bam, an extra 8 EU per tick, giving it constant 32 EU per tick output. Well, I say constant, it only says it's constant. It's not really. It can accept double that. But as you can see, it's done a good job of going ahead and clearing out a good part of the land already. Not much, but a good part. And as you can see, we already got some copper, iron, and bauxite, even a little bit of clay. Once I have that third solar panel up here, I can use 3 of them to charge up my thing up there, my MFE. That's going to be good. In fact, I can probably just take this off right now and focus it on quarrying. Ow, heat. In fact, water up. There we go. Like it at full, preferably. Oh, wow. It's even switching to 64 EU per tick. I still don't know what that little item glitch thing going towards me is. Now as you can see, it's sped up quite significantly. It's running pretty fast. Nothing compared to how it would run if it were running on a IC2 HV in HV consumer and running off of an ultimate hybrid solar panel, but it's comparable. So I think if we ever want to make anything better for these, we're going to need a matter fabricator, because as you can see, mass fabricator, oh yeah, they removed the recipe. Matter fabricator is the only one that has a recipe, and it's very expensive. Like, highly advanced machine blocks require chrome and titanium plates, and you're going to need 2 of those, so that's 8 of each kind of plate. Teleporters, which require all this, including and that's pretty bad, but not extremely bad. These are bad. Iridium plates, tungsten plates, but you get 4 each, so I can't argue. So matter fabricator is a little while off, so these are the best we have with to deal with for right now. We can always make regular solars and make it into solar arrays. That's all we can do at next. One thing we want to consider is Lapotronic Energy Storage Unit. Unfortunately, it doesn't come up as LESU in the thing, so you have to search Lapotronic. Oh, why does that not have? Oh, I think they have the LESU block. No. Why is there no recipe for LESU blocks? Oh, I'm very sad I can't make an LESU. I remember you could in the past, but I guess you can't do it now. That's out of the question. Basically, you use a lot of lapis in order to store your energy. It was a much more efficient way to do it. It was very space costly. It would take a lot of space, but you could remedy that by making the walls out of it instead of like just having a room filled with it. Make a room out of it, and then you can build. And then the thing will hold several million, several hundred million even, by the time you're done with it. I think it only holds 1 million to begin with, like the LESU block itself, the Electronic Energy Storage Unit. But once you add more and more, I think it's 1 million each. Maybe it's 2 million to start off with, and you add 1 million for each LESU block. It's a very good block, but also quite expensive. I think it requires like 8 blocks of lapis apiece. So that's why we have the 5 quartz. Something that would be good is a lapitron pack. Not this lapitron pack, but like a lat pack. So if I just search up lat, here's the lat pack. It holds about in fact half an MFE exactly on your back. Or 6 lapis blocks or chunks of lazarite, the same thing essentially. A backpack and an advancer. Backpack is just batteries, and circuit, so it's pretty cheap. And then from there you can upgrade it to either the advanced or the ultimate lap pack. The ultimate costs quite a bit, especially in terms of iridium, and you need a explosion compressor for iridium plates, by the way. But the advanced one is very simple to make, and it holds 1 million EU, which is over 3 times what the lap pack holds. And it would be very good for holding energy on my back to use for my tools. Although it would require me to not wear the power suit chest. I think for the rest of this we shall just enjoy our quarry. Because I'm not sure what I can do without more resources. Especially redstone. Redstone seems to be like the thing that everything uses. Found some thaumium shards. Whoa, what? Dang. Shards are very good in a magic energy converter. For each fire shard, here, let me just make sure that's not a stacking effect. Okay, good. So for every fire shard, you get 320,000 EU out of a magic energy converter. That is good. I may want to use those, but they are finite. Go ahead and look something up. I found out the name of that song I was thinking about the other day, like All American. I thought it was like Prelude or something. It's All American fanfare. That's the word, fanfare. Not All American, rather An American, it seems. Okay, I'm going to cut off the music and play an American fanfare. So obviously a very fast-paced piece of music. Let me think. It definitely a lot of sweeping 16th notes and a lot of popular, obviously being an American fanfare, having a lot of different pieces of American fanfares. Like, for example, back here, I believe. So hear like some of the different popular themes in there. And I like the piece, I really do. Although it is kind of short. The others are like, I think one of them's 4 minutes and the other's 5. This one's only 1 minute and 40. So I don't know what to say about that. It definitely packs a lot into that minute 40. I don't know what this flickering is about, by the way. It just wants to flicker, I guess. Oh gosh, lag. Okay, there we go. Lag has subsided. Not very much bauxite found, then again you do find it farther down. You find it very scarcely up top. It's sort of like, I suppose, gold in that sense. Maybe a bit more like lead and silver, but I think you can, you can't find lead and silver unless by galena up top. Then again, you don't often see gold anywhere other than down below. Oh wait, what? I had those on? I don't think I did. I think it just counted them as on. I have them on now. Got quite a bit of iron already, and a good bit of copper and tin. Not a large amount, but a good amount for a quarry this small. Oh wow, yeah, it's dug quite a bit already. Let me grab a bit of air down here. I'll be interested. Oh! Ooh, that is very interesting and very helpful. I did not know that that worked that way. Apparently it doesn't destroy oreberry bushes, so you can just go down and collect all your oreberry bushes afterward and have a ball trying to automate them. Speaking of which, I think we might want to do that soon. How much time do we have? Got an hour 48. Yeah, I'd call that good. Just got 12 more minutes. Oh, and the computer is a whizzing, or I guess a whirring. almost run into a abandoned mine shaft down there and picked up some torches. Sure did ran into some wood and some fence. Definitely found an abandoned mine shaft underground up there. What does Leptron have to take? Okay. I can already tell by the superconductors it's going to be expensive. You can do that, sodium. Alright. Dang. How about you don't? You can use 60k won't sell 60k helium or 60k sodium, potassium, won't cells. For electronic energy orb as the essentially the electron crystal, the higher tier energy units. You use 8 electron crystals and an iridium plate. Now let's see. So you can make electron crystal with circuits, lapis and sapphire, or an energy crystal. The sapphire is probably the less expensive but hard to find. Versus the Leptron crystal upgrade, which is refined iron and Leptron crystal. So which would you rather do? I think the choice is clear. You'd rather go with just ordinary Leptron crystals. But let me show you some of the other energy units. Not Oz. AESU. This is the adjustable energy storage unit. And basically, you can choose how much it outputs, but not it, like it can take any input really, except for it can take extreme voltage. It can't take, what is it called? the 8192, I can't remember what it's called. I think it may be considered extreme voltage, I'm not sure. But I thought high voltage was 512, so. There's, what other SUs are there? They're going to be over with the other Greg Tech machines. Okay, that was a creeper. Thankfully I have mob griefing off. Like, if I didn't have that, say goodbye to hours of work. And like, so many resources. Thankfully, mob griefing prevents that. But what I was going to do was, here we go. Different energy storage units up here. So, we have your interdimensional storage unit, which could be very useful. It's essentially like a tesseract for energy, but it doesn't crash your thing. There's the AESU. Let me look. SU. Okay, so you have LESU blocks. Is it really just AESU? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's the IDSU. Never mind. Yeah, I guess IDSU, AESU, and LESU are the only ones. I thought there were more. Mod Greg Tech add-on. What other things there? That's a plasma generator, never mind. That's all fusion stuff. Teleporter, AESU, IDSU. Then where we're up here. Oh, those are the previous versions where they actually had the full name. Yeah, see, place and wrench list to update for new machine standards. For new standards, I guess, is what it says. But you can also technically make a tesseract, but it's a machine, and I've never made one, and they're pretty expensive looking. Like, no joke. Let me show you. That's pretty expensive. That's very expensive. That's not expensive, but this is pretty expensive too. Because you need more of these and some of these. These require emeralds and data storage circuits, which require more of these and an iridium plate. Very expensive things. I generally do not want to make a computer for a long time. This is a good machine. Or not a machine, it's like a generator, but whenever it rains, you can use the lightning rod and a bunch of iron fences and the lightning rod to generate, I think it's 1 million, or maybe it's 10 million, I think it's 10 million EU per lightning strike. So, it's obviously kinda remote. I think it's a 1 in 3 chance maybe when it's not a rainstorm, when you build up really high, but it's I think it's a 100% chance if it's a lightning storm. So you obviously, if you have one of those, you obviously want to hook up since it's 8,192 BU per tick output. What you need to do, this seems like, I don't know why, but you can either attach a super condensator, which turns it into extreme voltage, 2096 I think it is, EU per tick, or you can just take 4 HV, I think you can just do 4 HV transformers. I don't know. I've seen someone hook 4 somethings to it, Sorry about that long period of just me looking at nothing but quarry. Oh. Hey, just ending a stream. Well, I'll see you guys in a minute. Oh. Maybe. But goodbye for now.